How's it going, guys, and welcome to a new series. So I've mentioned in a couple of my past videos and on Twitter that I have transferred all of my valuable wealth over to old school RuneScape. I've cleared out my bank of stuff that has any value really. I've kept a few of my items, but they will be locked out of the way. Don't worry about that too much. It's just if I didn't want to sort of have to regain perks and all that sort of stuff if this series doesn't go as planned. However, the idea on this series is going to be that we're going to be playing the game as if our account has been hacked. All of our wealth has been taken away. We've been left with our untradables and stuff like that. But anything that's too good, like Ring of Death, stuff like that, is all just chucked in a different tab that I won't be touching. And we're going to be rebuilding up from 0 GP, and we're going to be going all the way back up to an account that has good items for PVM, and we can go out and do whatever we want. So we're going to be making bank from nothing whatsoever. So just to show you my bank at the moment, you can see that I have more or less just untradables. Now the potions and stuff that I've got, I think what I'm going to do is be dropping the renewals. I'll be keeping the overloads just because they are split ones, you can't trade them, so someone who hacked your account probably wouldn't take the effort just to go on and drop all of the random stuff that they wouldn't be able to trade over. The renewal potions aren't actually tradable, but there is quite a lot and I wouldn't have to spend any money on them, so I will be dropping those. And then you can see I've just got my capes and stuff that have been left. You've got my void, my lucky items and stuff like that, things that can't be traded off. I'd assume that those wouldn't be taken anyway, because it just, it's a waste of time for them to try and do it. Then further down is just like a summonings tab with charms and whatnot. And then all my cosmetics that I haven't just destroyed yet, stuff like War Priest armor and that, but I won't be using that. I know it's not tradable, but I won't be using it. Some shards. And then in my last tab, I do have all of my sort of gear that's untradable, tier 90s and things with perks and stuff. The reason I haven't got rid of those is because the perks that are on them are a bit of a pain to get, and I did spend a long time getting those. So what I've done is I've put them into the last tab. This tab will not be touched. And most of my progress and stuff in this video is going to be recorded and shown to you guys anyway, so you'll be able to tell if I've used them or not anyway. So, hopefully, if you guys are alright with that. If not, I mean, I can always just get rid of them. Just let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. So, that's our bank for now, and let's go over sort of ideas about what we're going to be doing. So obviously, as you can see, we have really nothing at the moment, 0 in my coin pouch and nothing in the bank really that I can just sell. So what I'm going to be doing first is going and just doing a bit of mining, do some rune ores for an hour or two, get that little starting cash, and then I've got a good idea about how I'm going to make quite a bit of money just to get boosted ahead straight away. It shouldn't hopefully take too long for me to get into some content that you might enjoy more, like bossing, things like that, working our way up along those. A lot of this will be switching between mobile and desktop. I will do both whenever I'm playing on that sort of thing. I'll record at the same time and then I'll put them together. But I'll have transitions between each, so you can sort of watch it as a bit more smooth gameplay. It will be jumping around. So like I say, the idea to begin with is going to be doing a bit of runite ore mining, because that's a little bit of GP at the moment. Get a little bit of starting cash and then move on from there, and I will reveal the ideas that I'm going to be doing as I get there. Just while we're running over to the Faladon mine here, I just wanted to mention, guys, if you have any ideas or suggestions of things that you'd like to see me do, or even ways that you can say, oh, this might be a good idea for you to try, then do let me know in the comments. Get involved. I do want this to be a series where you guys can feel involved as well. Give me your feedback on things, let me know what you want to see, and just to tell me overall what you think of the series. If you think I should go and do this for a day or try this out, then I'll certainly take it into account and try it. As long as it's not completely wasting my time, then I'll definitely try out for you guys, so that it makes the viewing a lot more sort of interesting for you. Also, the way it's being recorded and edited, let me know your feedback on that. Any ideas that might make it more entertaining for you to watch, and things like that. So, as always, guys, just get involved and let me know what you think. That's what sort of matters to me quite a lot, and I do enjoy getting the feedback from you guys. So now that we're here, we are going to be doing a little bit of mining, get some rune ores in, and I'll just chuck them in our, metal bank over there. And then what we'll do is build up a little bit of starting cash, and then we'll move on to the next method. I think I'm going to probably need about 1 mil, not even that, maybe even a few 100k just to get on to the next method. I think that'll be better for me to do and more entertaining for you guys anyway. So we are going to be working towards more entertaining content pretty quickly. Just a quick reminder, guys, if you do enjoy my videos and my content, then please do like and subscribe so you don't miss any in the future. You can keep up with this series easier that way. Hit that notification bell, and I do appreciate all the support you guys have done. It absolutely makes my day almost every single day. So we are just finishing up our final mining trip. There's our full inventory there. I'm just going to run it back and chuck these into the bank and have a look how many we actually have. We've been doing it for a little while. We don't have like as much as I thought I might need to get, but I've been thinking about it and I don't think I need really all that many now. I've got a good idea of how to make a few mil per hour after this. So we're going to take our 236 runite ores here and we're going to go and take them to the Grand Exchange and sell them off. So we did manage to sell off our ores for 239k. That should be plenty for our next method, hopefully. We'll see what happens. But I opened up my mystery boxes, got a few stars and lamps and some tight springs. You can't sell them anyway. What I'm going to do now is open all of my geos and see if I get anything worth selling out of that as well. As you can see, that was worth a total of 5k, so not worth the time whatsoever. So as you can see, I've spent most of my GP. I've got 34k left. Now what we have bought is a couple of Royal Dragonhide sets. I don't know if I'll need both. For glory, some magic note paper, some sharks, and some super restore flasks. Now, what I'm going to be doing with this is quickly exchange these sets. I'm going to run into the wilderness near lava strike worms. And then what I'm going to do after that is look for the Hellfire Bow. It does usually hang around there or the Revenant Caves. So I'm going to try and find a world with the Hellfire Bow on it. And that's going to be a high level weapon that is completely free, no risk or anything like that. And I'm going to do Lava Strike Worms for a little bit, get some GP in. I should be able to make a few mil just from doing that. And once I've done that, I'm going to come up with another idea, possibly go and get myself a Royal Crossbow or save up, just buy a Zarite Bow. We are now geared up, ready to go to Lava Strike Worms. We've not got a weapon on us. Like I say, we're going to be getting that Hellfire Bow if we can find it. I've just brought with me, I think it's like 3 Dose Overload and just a Super Restore Flask that I bought off of the Grand Exchange. 10 magic note papers. Obviously there's a bank guy there, but I've just brought these just to be ready so I can get there and start straight away. And I've just brought a few sharks just to last me for the trip to Lava Strikes. Obviously I've only got, low level gear, so I might need to bank quite a bit. But my idea is to run through the Rev Caves, see if the Hellfire Bow is there on a few worlds. If not, then run up to Lava Strike Worms and just hop around until I find it. So I'll be back with you guys once I've found it. Yes, finally I found the Hellfire Bow. So unfortunately this is World 12. It's a New Zealand world, so there's going to be a lot of lag. But I found it, I'm going to use it, and let's go and kill some Lava Strike Worms. So, for those of you who aren't too sure about what the Hellfire Bow is, it is a level 90 weapon and it has its own ammo. You don't need to use any ammo with it, and it's definitely, I think, one of the strongest bows in the wilderness. So basically this is going to allow me to come here without any weapons or gear, but kill Lava Strike Worms at a high speed and still be able to make a decent amount of money per hour. So I'll spend a couple of hours here doing this probably, and then after we've done that, got a bit of money in the bank, we're going to go and sell all these off and see what we can do next. There is one problem I'm going to have with this world, and it's going to be lag. Dodging the mechanics of lag isn't going to be fun, but let's see how it goes.
Oh shit!
Flippin' heck, we've literally been here 2 minutes, there's already PKs here. You never see PKs here. Goodbye, Hellfire Bow. Start again. So we've found a bow again on the way back up. That's pretty convenient. So let's go try this again, see if we can actually make some money this time. Ah, another death. I've actually just lost another 5 noted ones there. But oh well, we've got quite a bit in the bank. And I've got to head off to work anyway. So what I'm going to do is use this as a free trip back to the bank. I'm going to grab myself an Elder Rune ore box now. And I'm going to go do some mining while I'm at work. And I'll catch up with you guys once I'm at home. Getting back to the Max Guild, we've finally got back from work. And we've done quite a lot of mining. We've got 2.5k ores here. And we've obviously got our ashes and stuff from doing lava strike worms. So we've got quite a lot of loot to sell off. Hopefully this will help us get towards our next plan. We've got 1 mil in the bank, as you just saw then. You can't actually do a price checker at the moment, so we're going to have to take these to the Grand Exchange and sell them all off. So I will be back with you guys once we've sold all of this off, and we'll see how much money we end up with. So after selling the last few things, we're actually on 7.7 mil. That's pretty good considering all we've done so far is lava strike worms. So let's see what we can get with this. So as you can see, we only have now 670k left. So I have bought myself some armored armor, and I've bought myself all the parts for a royal crossbow. The plan that I've got at the moment is try and get as much gear as I possibly can to get myself towards doing some Araxor. Obviously doing Araxor is probably going to be the best way for me to get a tier 90 weapon, whether I make it from scratch or whether I just make quite a decent amount of money and get towards it like that. So that's my plan at the moment, and we're going to try and forge this royal crossbow, and hopefully we'll get that done in this episode. There is our coral crossbow. Now we just need to take this to Thurgo, and he will turn it into our unforged royal crossbow. Once we've done that, all we need to do is get into the fight with the QBD, even though we have no weapons, and try and get this brandished, and then we'll have ourselves our nice tier 80 ranged weapon. So, you know that chest of items you get, your holiday items with Diango? Well, yeah, I've remembered I actually have Armadillo Chainskirt, a lucky one, so I can sell this one back and get a bit more cash. I also had Lucky Bandos armor and a Lucky Chaotic, so that's going to help doing QBD a hell of a lot. There's a few other items in there that I checked out, things like the rapier there that you can see, and also the energized arm cannon. So it's given us a bit of items to go through, and I've got silver hook boots, so a little bit of gear. This should hopefully help us get to phase 4 of the QBD to brandish our royal crossbow. Geared up, ready to go, and we've managed to pull together actually some decent armor. We've got a anti-dragon shield as an offhand, just because we only have normal anti-fire potion. But that's okay, we've got an overload and a little prayer renewal, and we've got some restore flash, so we're actually left with not that much money, but if we can get this royal crossbow forged, then we're going to be a lot better off. So let's get to QBD. So here goes, guys. We're in the QBD, we've got some pretty terrible gear, but we need this royal crossbow, so let's get in there and bring on the Queen Black Dragon. I just wanted to point out that I am aware that the buff bar is over the health bar. This is just RuneScape Mobile's new update. They haven't really done too much testing with it seems. There's quite a few things like this happening, but I can't help that too much. I hope it doesn't bother you guys as much as it bothered me. I really couldn't tell when the kill was nearly over or how much damage I need to do, but we managed anyway. I am now going to leave you here with some music. Bits of the kill might be chopped out because it took me a long time to stand around and wait for those flames, but I should be able to show you most of the kill, and I hope you enjoy. Yes, after so long of waiting, we've finally brandished it. Now we can get away from this boss, which I actually don't like doing too much, and do something a bit more interesting with our royal crossbow. Back to the Max Guild now, guys. We are going to end this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed. And looking at our gear now, we have got, you know, a Royal D'hide Coif, but we have got Armadillo, a Royal Crossbow, and some other accessories that are going to help us out. We don't have too much GP left, but that's no problem. Next video, we're going to be able to rake in a bit more cash, I would say. With our Royal Crossbow, it's going to be able to allow us to go to places like Nex, possibly, or even Araxor, and see if we can get lucky at any of those places. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I hope you do enjoy. This is my first real attempt at doing a series, but not kind of like the old school one that I did, a bit more into it than that, and especially now that I've learned a little bit better with editing, stuff like that. I'm still learning a lot, but if you enjoyed, do like and subscribe. I do really appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.